Hey there guys, we are in the extraordinary country of Morocco, knocking on the doorstep of the Sahara Desert. It's absolutely amazing here this morning. And we're with a pretty amazing car, the new Volkswagen Touareg, the company's flagship 4x4 SUV. As you can see, there's a fair bit of Audi Q5 and Audi Q7 to the design language. It's a bit more refined and sophisticated than before, that reflects its push into a more upmarket part of the industry. You can see there's that prominent shoulder line running down the side of the car, plenty of chrome at the rear, a very simple and elegant design. I quite like those red lights running down, the red reflectors I should say, running down the rear bumper. Given the terrain we're in, our car is running on General Grabber tyres, though of course you'd expect Australian versions to have larger alloys. Bring you around to the front. It's got a very bold grille, a little bit like the Arteon, and I suspect that's largely for the Chinese market, though it doesn't look too bad, it grows on you. Obviously LED headlights with LED DRLs there as well. One of the interesting things about this car is it's based on Volkswagen's MLB Evo architecture. Now that's the same architecture that underpins the Bentley Bentayga, the Lamborghini Urus, the Porsche Cayenne and the Audi Q7. So you'd expect it to drive pretty well, and it does. It's got a 3-litre turbo diesel V6. This one has 210 kilowatts, so there's various states of tune, and an 8-speed automatic transmission. Full-time 4x4 with various driving modes, and air suspension with 3 different heights. I'll give you a look inside the interior because it's something to behold. We'll do it from the back seat first. Now this version is optioned to the hilt. It's got an amazing sort of, I guess, Tesla or new Mercedes MBUX style 15-inch center digital screen there, as well as the active info display virtual cockpit. I'll show you how it works briefly from the front. Now it takes a bit of getting used to, but that's okay. Here's your main menu. You've got your navigation here. Look at that, it's a Google Maps style view that you can do, or you can obviously do different views if you like. Back to the home menu, you've got your vehicle setups, or your different driving data, obviously your calls, your different audio setups, Apple CarPlay standard. Down here are your off-road dials and your air suspension settings. So you can change the driving mode that you're in, and that does things like Federer dampers, Federer throttle calibration, the gearbox calibration, and the air suspension here changes the height of the car. Really good use of materials, ambient light piping, silver plastic highlights, the Passat style vents that run the length of the dash here. It's quite a sophisticated thing. Active info display here, which we've seen in a number of Volkswagens and originally premiered in the Audi product. All sorts of different views that you can do. Classic Volkswagen frameless rear view mirror. Quite a nice gear shifter here. Everything feels solid as a rock, as you'd expect. And this interior, oddly enough, is actually probably nicer than the Audi Q7s, which is getting almost due for an update. Perhaps the only downside is that there's not a third row of seats, it's a 5-seat only option. Tell us what you think of the new Volkswagen Touareg. Launches in Australia in May of 2019. We're going to bring you a full review on Car Advice pretty soon and give you our thoughts. But in the meantime, why don't you let us know what you think in the comments below. Cheers, guys.